Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we have a really good deck. It's a non-top tier deck, but it is still a really good deck that you can get King of Games with, as well as it's extremely useful for leveling up really any person or any character, and just trying to get, farm skills or anything like that. Because it does get you the wins, as well as getting you the experience and the levels and stuff like that. Can be used to auto-duel, all of those great things. So, but I'm going to show you how using the best skill for it. So here we go. Let's hop into the deck. It is Red Eyes, using specifically this card, Red Eyes / Dragon. Now, what's so great about this card? Well, it's easy to special summon. You just need a warrior, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, and a warrior monster. Pretty simple. Then you can, when it swings in, you can grab a warrior type monster in your graveyard and equip it to this card as an equip spell, gaining 200 attack. And if a card targets one of your cards, you can negate the activation by sending an equip spell card that is equipped to any card. You can send it to the grave to negate the activation, right? So, say you had two Red Eyes / Dragons, but only one of them had an equip spell card. Well, you could activate the effect of the second Red Eyes to target the first, you could use the second Red Eyes / Dragon to target the first Red Eyes / Dragon's equip spell, right? To negate the activation. Or if, say, you got the Red Eyes / Dragon out and you have like a regular Red Eyes out on the field, and the Red Eyes has the equip spell, you can use this effect to target the equip spell to negate the activation of anything that targets your cards. Pretty freaking good. There are so many things that targets. Dark Lord Desire targets, right? Treacherous Trap Hole targets. Enemy Controller. What is it? There are so many. And now I'm just, completely forgetting. Raigeki Break, right? There's a myriad of things that target. Molehue. Negated. Stop it. None of that, right? So it's pretty good, and it destroys the card when it is negated, right? So there you go. Now, how do we summon it? We use Red Eyes Fusion, and we're running 4 within this deck, but you can obviously run more than that. Currently, I only have the 2 Red Eyes Insights and the 2 Red Eyes Fusion, but obviously it would be better if you ran more, but it kind of does clog off the deck, and then you don't have as many tech cards, right? But you can take out other cards as well. So, what does this card do? You fusion summon from the hand, field, or deck, sending them to the graveyard to special summon any Red Eyes Fusion material. You're going to use it to summon your Red Eyes / Dragon. Right now, we don't really have any other fusions, but this is a really good Red Eyes card, right? So, you use that to summon it. Now, how does this search it? Well, you send a Red Eyes monster from the hand or deck to the graveyard to add a Red Eyes spell or trap card. So you can either add Red Eyes Fusion, but if you already have that, you can add a Red Eyes Spirit. Now this one just special summons a Red Eyes monster from the graveyard, right? That's all it does. Now, most of the time, you're going to send your Red Eyes Wyvern to the grave with this card, because in the grave, what you want this to do is, if you haven't normal summoned or set a monster this turn, you can banish this card from the graveyard to special summon a Red Eyes monster from the graveyard onto the field during your end phase, right? So it's pretty good. Say you activate this effect, you don't special summon or you don't normal summon or set anything else, then you can activate. Okay, here's a combo, right? Red Eyes Insight. Send the Wyvern, activate or grab up the Red Eyes Fusion, activate the Red Eyes Fusion, summon up your Red Eyes / Dragon, equip it with a Power of the Guardian, right? Send Red Eyes Wyvern, send Red Eyes Wyvern to the banish pile, banish it during your end phase, and bring up your Red Eyes Black Dragon that you sent using your Red Eyes Fusion. So that's a potential combo that you could do. Pretty freaking useful. It's good to just like flood the field and get more cards out, and it allows you to really cycle your Red Eyes Dragons onto the field, right? And keep them coming back. Then we have the Red Eyes Retro Dragon. Now, why am I playing this card? A lot of people don't play this card, but I really like it because it is a hand trap. Hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are so good. What does it do? If a Red Eyes monster is destroyed, you can activate this card to special summon it onto the field in defense position and return the destroyed monster back onto the field in the same position, right? So say your Red Eye Slash Dragon was taken out, it was destroyed by something like a Treacherous, by something like it was flipped face down and then destroyed using battle, anything like that. You activate this card within your hand, you bring back your Red Eye Slash Dragon into the same position that it was previously, right? So if it was in defense position, you return it to defense position. If it was in attack position, you return it back to attack position. Simple as that, right? And then you also get another card on the field. Pretty useful. Now, the warrior type monsters that we're using in order to summon the Red Eye Slash Dragon are DD Warrior, banish a monster. When anything battles this thing, you banish both the cards. And AD Changer, target a monster on the field, changes battle position. Really good for if Red Eye Slash Dragon gets like floodgated or Kanadia'd or anything like that. It allows you to flip it up. Or you can flip another monster into face up or face down, or into face up or attack position or defense position. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Coolio. Now the tech cards. We have Forbidden Lance, because I only have one Forbidden Lance and I only have one Forbidden Chalice, so we're running both of them. Forbidden Lance, target a monster, it loses 800 attack, but it is unaffected by spell or trap cards. Really good for protecting your own monsters, as well as for going in for lethal on one of theirs. Then Forbidden Chalice, target a card, gains 400 attack, but its effects are negated. Can be used on your own monster if you so chose. You can use it to boost up your Red Eyes Black Dragon to 28, which you will see actually happen, which is kind of funny. And I use that to swing over something. So you can use that on your own cards. If they don't have an effect anymore, target it, boom, there you go. Also, there's another effect to this Red Eyes Retro Dragon, but it's unimportant. Don't worry about it. Then we have Treacherous Trap Hole. Obviously one of the best cards at the moment. Target 2 monsters, destroy them, if you have no trap cards in your graveyard. So there you go. That's what it is. Then we're using the skill Sealed Tombs because everyone loves to play in the graveyard. So what does this do? Until the end of your opponent's next turn, neither player can banish cards from the graveyard or special summon monsters from the graveyard. Pretty freaking useful. Now, let's hop into the replays and show you how this deck works. Alright guys, so welcome back. We are facing off against a Seto Kaiba, which most likely to me screams it's either peak performance or it is beat down. So let's find out. No peak performance, it's beat down. Here we go. We open up with actually a really good hand. Now, to most people, this wouldn't look like a really great hand, but we have Red Eyes Insight, double Power of the Guardian, and a Red Eyes Spirit, which is really good. It means we can bring something back from the graveyard. We have 2 negates on our Red Eye Slash Dragon, as long as the Red Eye Slash Dragon is able to get out. So here we go. We are facing off against a top tier deck in Dark Magicians. Using Dark Magical Circle, he has now 2 of them. So keep that in mind. We Red Eyes Insight, send our Wyvern to the grave to grab up Red Eyes Fusion. We did happen to grab the AD Changer, which is interesting. We Red Eyes Fusion, send the DD Warrior and the Red Eyes Dragon to the grave to summon up our Red Eyes Slash Dragon. Then we set Power of the Guardian. Then we set another one onto the field, and we set our Red Eyes Spirit as well. He activates Magician Navigation to bring forth 2 Dark Magician. He activates his Dark Magical Circle. We negate it, sending the Power of the Guardian to the grave. Grab up or swing in to the Magician's Rod. grabbing up our DD Warrior to equip it to our Red Eyes / Dragon, which would give us another free negate. Swing in 1900, pretty freaking good. He activates his Dark Magical Circle once again. He swings in to the AD Changer, which was a bad idea for him, because that just gives us another equip spell, which is another target negate. Pretty freaking good. During his end phase, we activate the Red Eyes Spirit to bring forth our Red Eyes Black Dragon onto the field. Seal the tombs, just in case. We swing in with our Power of the Guardian, grab up the AD Changer. He activates enemy controller. We negate using our AD Changer that we just grabbed, and swing in for another 1500. End our turn. Pretty freaking good. He Eye of Timaeus. Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin is boosted by dragon types in either player's field or graveyard. Well, guess what? We are a dragon type archetype, which means we have a lot, which means he's boosted quite a bit. He's currently at 4,700 after beatdown. And then he makes a huge mistake because he's a dumb Dark Magicians player, and he swings in to our Power of the Guardian Red Eye / Dragon, only dealing 200 damage. What a fool! Why would he do... What? Huh? We activate AD Changer in the grave to change him to defense position. Then we activate our Forbidden Chalice onto our Red Eyes Black Dragon, who has no effect, so it's not negated, technically, but it is boosted by 400, allowing us to swing in over the defense position card, and then swing in for lethal with 4,500 attack. Boom! Roasted. Top tier deck, no match. Double Power of the Guardian, too powerful. Let's hop into the next one. Alright, so here we are facing off against Dark Signer Carly Carmine, and if we win, we'll gain a rank. So here we go. Dark Signer Carly Carmine, at this point, it could be anything. As we see, it's Dark Lords. But normally, it used to be, it was exclusively Fortune Ladies. Now it's a little bit more lenient. So here we go. Dark Lords grabbing up the Superbia, doing their standard combo, grabbing up the Sanctified Dark Lord, returning, setting the Sanctified. We know that is a Sanctified set. We didn't have the best of hands, so we set a Red Eye Spirit, we set a Treacherous Trap Hole, and then we set our DD Warrior, which we just drew. So, here we go. Banishment, search up Nastin. Tributes for Desire. He's going to activate Desire's effect. We're going to say nope to that, and we are going to send using Treacherous Trap Hole. He activates to grab up his Contact, which is pretty good on his part. He ends his turn, right? Because I think it was because he couldn't have special summoned his Ixchel again, since I think he already no, he didn't. I don't know why he did that. He should have activated Contact because he was still in the main phase. So I don't know why he didn't do that. It was kind of foolish of him, I guess, hoping that with his Sanctified Dark Lord he would be able to survive. Go for a Nastin, maybe. I don't know. He activates Sanctified Dark Lord. Doesn't matter to us. We have double Power of the Guardian within our hand, which is lethal, right? We activate. We swing in. 3,800. 1,200. Boom. Busted. 2 top-tier decks destroyed by Red Eyes. Now, they weren't the smartest of players, but here's the thing. Not a lot of people know how to play against Red Eyes. It's a common deck, and it's really easy to get and really easy to understand. And if you just read, you can beat it. But people don't read on the ladder, so you can beat them using this very simple, easy to understand deck. So, let's hop into the next replay. Alright, here we are once again up against a Yami Yugi, which to me, I'm thinking, okay, this could be invoked. This could be, well, given the mat, it could be a Dark Magician deck. Here we go. We start out, we activate Red Eyes Insight, we grab up the Red Eyes Spirit, since we already have a Red Eyes Fusion within our hand. We activate Red Eyes Fusion, send the AD Changer to the grave, which is important. I think sending AD Changer on turn 1 is probably the best. On turn 2, sending DD Warrior is probably better, since it will become equipped during the battle phase. So, that's kind of how I think about it. Then we set 2 cards, Forbidden Chalice and our Red Eyes Spirit. We activate Swing In. He targets 2 cards. Oh no. Guess what? We have Red Eyes Retro Dragon within our hand. He activates his own Magician of Dark Illusion, which that means it is Dark Magician. He activates Floodgate, which means both of our cards are flipped face down. How depressing. He sets a card. He doesn't have anything too great. We activate Red Eyes Wyvern to summon up our Red Eyes Black Dragon. We activate Treacherous Trap Hole. Destroy 2 cards on the field. We destroy our Slash Dragon to bring it back into face-up attack position. Then we end our turn. Then we Power of the Guardian, swing in with our Red Eyes for 2,900. He sets another card. We activate AD Changer and flip up our Slash Dragon, and he realizes his mistake. He realizes he can't win that. We end the game. He surrenders. There we go. So that's why AD Changer is pretty freaking good. Yes, it does get around things like Floodgate and other such things. That just means that that monster itself cannot flip itself up or change its battle position in any way, but you can use things like AD Changer to change that. Haha. Alright, let's hop back into the deck and I'll tell you what I think about it. Alright, so what do I think about this deck? Obviously, it is it is King of Games worthy. You can get to King of Games pretty easily, honestly, with this deck. A lot of people don't know the intricacies of this deck and how necessarily to beat it, right? And stuff like that. But is it the greatest? No. It's not like Dark Lords or anything like that. It's not, the top tier deck. It's not even invoked levels of quality. But it is still really fun. It's really fun to just beat people and be like, haha, I beat you using such a simple deck. And, I mean, you catch people with Treacherous. You catch people using Power of the Guardians. People aren't prepared for this 3,000 beater that can negate a targeting card effect. So it's really fun, and a lot of people don't expect Red Eyes Retro Dragon, and it's still really good. And I would highly suggest playing this card if you can. It's really useful, it's really good, it's really fun. There's the deck. Hope that you guys didn't enjoy. Now, before we go, why did I not use something like Return of the Red Eyes or Blackstone of Legend? Blackstone of Legend, it takes up your normal summon, which means that you can't use your Red Eyes Fusion. And it only gets from the graveyard, meaning it gets from the deck, but we're not really interested in summoning our Red Eyes Black Dragon all too much, right? And Return of the Red Eyes, same issue, right? If you control a Red Eyes monster, you can target a normal monster in your graveyard to special summon it. Well, that's pretty good, right? Yeah, but we're not really too interested in getting these cards out on the field, right? Most of the time, you're just focusing on getting Red Eyes / Dragon out, right? If you can get your Red Eyes / Dragon out, you're pretty good. You're pretty safe. So, using this, yeah, it's useful. It allows you to continuously return your Red Eyes Black Dragon to the field, but I feel like it's just better to have the Red Eyes Spirit, because that can also target something like Red Eyes / Dragon. So, honestly, play another Red Eyes Spirit if you can. Play another Red Eyes Fusion, play another Red Eyes Insight. Take out the, take out these 2 cards, I guess. But there's the deck. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to see more content like this, just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.